Ayo Ayo, Namaste Turtle Loves. This is Mindi Mystic with Turtle Power Tarot. Today we're bringing up a channeled message from Spirit, looking into how those energies came to be, what's coming from the situation, and advice to make it as best as possible. The Hermit card. Isolating so you can grow. Needs growing and transformation. Four of Wands. The Four of Wands as a card symbolizes taking a pause so you can reflect and take in your accomplishments. So these two cards are giving a really strong message to stop, go, because you've done a lot. And now you need to pause so you can give yourself space to celebrate where you are now in relation to where you were when you started. Let's see what comes up on what's making you strive so hard. The Coffin card. So this can symbolize an actual family member, close person to you, passing away and you being put in survival mode because of that, or something really important in your life was ended, lost, taken away from you, something like that. The Ship card. Sailing away and leaving something behind. It wasn't really a person that left the 3D world. It was more about you being left, like moved on from somehow. So it affected you. It either put you in a really dark place in your life without their support, or it hardened you in some way and made you very self-reliant, self-dependent, maybe even too dependent. If that resonated, now might be a good time to pause so you can see where you've come and maybe not be so afraid to open up and interact with people. Maybe just understand that now you're in a good space, you can breathe, you can socialize again. However, these energies are relating to you. Now let's see where things are going from all of this from here. The Six of Cups. Emotional reciprocity. It's giving the sense that you are going to be able to recenter in some way. Emotional reciprocity, emotional balance of some sort. So this is giving, with everything else, that when you take a pause and you breathe and you reflect, you will be able to see where you are now versus where you were before, and be able to give yourself the room to breathe so you can recenter and go forward from here more balanced. And now let's get some advice on how to do that as best as possible. Passage that came up from the I Ching says, "The beginning of a new cycle shows that repetition brings new progress toward a goal. Friends return. The repeating cycle is part of the way." So basically what I got from this is use this as somewhat of a life lesson to understand to be in the flow. Everything has their time and their place. Everything has ebb and flow. Things stop and restart. There's a rhythm to everything. It's possible that there's been a point where you've been feeling like you're pushing yourself too far, but something is telling you to keep going, some sort of survival instinct thing, maybe determination to show up somebody, prove something. But everything has a time where things need to stop so they can restart anew with refreshed energies, recentering, renewal. So if that resonated and you understand where you went too far, use this as a lesson when you feel that again to stop, or take this as a sign to start being more mindful, because it's very likely that there's a sign you missed somewhere. Just because in my own experience as a life coach, study human behavior, psychology, all of that, there's likely a sign where your intuition, your higher self, whatever, was like, bro, you've done enough, you need to stop, you need to rest, but you missed it, you pushed it away, you ignored it, whatever. That's why basically the lesson here is to listen to yourself more when those kind of energies come up, or start being more mindful to pay attention to those energies, because things got this far and it's a sign that it was missed. To summarize the reading, there was an important person that left your life for some reason, and it caused you to self-isolate and push yourself, be in some sort of survival mode. But you're in a better place now, so you can let go and relax and take in your accomplishments and reset, so you can go higher from there. Everything will be okay. You'll be able to bounce back and recenter successfully, but be more mindful to not push yourself this hard again when you're feeling the sense to stop, or be mindful to pay more attention to signs to stop, because if things got this far, it means they were missed. Thank you for spending this time with me today to take in this message. If you'd like a private reading on anything we've talked about or anything else that's coming up for you, check out my Ko-Fi link in the description below. And while you're down there, I have social media as well. Have a gnarly day and namaste.